Hello, everybody.
Hey, welcome everybody. We're just getting settled
Hey, what's
in.
up? E?
Hi, okay.
Go ahead.
Hey everyone.
Go ahead, Miggy. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
That's all good. No, we're just settling in right now. Akila will be with us shortly. The AMA will begin.
Hey guys, I'm here. We'll just wait for everyone to join us. So how we do this AMA will be every Sunday at the same time. And if you were with me at Tiki, you know that Miggy helps with setting up a screen on YouTube, and our Telegram channel is embedded in the middle. So we're doing the same thing at Cocktail. So I shared the YouTube link in the Telegram chat, and we'll also utilize Telegram Voice. And we like to use YouTube live stream because I can do like a presentation format, and I have a few slides prepared, and we'll go through them, and we'll also have someone from our dev team. I believe today it's Jesus who's joining us, and he'll do a technical update and also explain how the rewards tiers work. There's lots of questions on that. So we'll have Jesus go through technical update as well. And we'll just wait a few more minutes for people to join us.
It's definitely going to be an exciting week for everybody in Cocktail. Got a lot of fun things
Yeah.
planned for us.
Ooh.
It's been a very exciting week to begin with, and we have lots of catalysts upcoming this next week. And I'm just checking if the wolf is here. He told me on Twitter he would join us. As you know, he's one of our big partners and ambassadors for the cocktail brand. And we've been working with him closely to get cocktail trending in the Twitter space and utilize his investor networks. So if the wolf is with us, he could say hi. So I will begin in a few minutes. I'll just walk everyone through for those who just joined us. Our AMA format is sort of a dual system. We utilize YouTube live stream, so you can see actual screen, and I have a presentation for you guys. And we also have the Telegram channel embedded into the middle of the YouTube live stream. So this just allows you to engage with our AMA in two different platforms, and one is more interactive than the other. And the way our format of the AMA will be is I'll do a quick weekly recap, then I'll get into a marketing update, and then Jesus is here and he'll go through some technical updates as well as go over the rewards tier system and how the showbot works and captures your scores, and we'll have a nice explanation and summary of that. So I guess let's get into it. Maybe you can go ahead and
Okay, you want to move to the slides?
yeah, we will begin. Okay, so you'll notice that we started the week with a complete rebrand and redesign, and we have a new logo, and the new website, which I'll walk you through later. So just to do our weekly recap, we listed in CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko within 3 days. And following right after, we started our rebrand with a new logo, graphics, and website. We're also working on a new dashboard, and I'll give you an update on that as well. And we launched our project and our token with a Times Square billboard in New York on day one. Next slide, Mickey.
Okay.
So as you can see, we had our billboard in Times Square at 1540 Broadway, right next to the Forever 21 store. And we also held a Twitter contest to sort of start our trending in the Twitter space. Next slide.
Okay.
So I'll get into my marketing update. So as you know, I have focused a lot on marketing initiatives this week and pushing out a lot of different catalysts. A large portion of that is working with influencers and ambassadors. So we have two major high impact Twitter influencers working with us as ambassadors. So we have Crypto Profile, also known as The Wolf, and he has 1 million plus followers on Twitter, very influential in this space, very particular and picky about which projects he works with. And we're really lucky to have him on board. And he's working alongside Lady Kryptonic, who is amazing as well, quite influential in the space, 700 plus thousand followers. And they've been working together and helping to get Cocktail trending on Twitter. And we've held multiple contests for CMC taps and CoinGecko votes with these two. And also, every time that I have a particular tweet that I want to blast out, they will retweet it for us. And Lady Kryptonic also posts us in her Telegram channel, and she has a very large following there, 100,000 plus in her Telegram. In terms of other influencers, we used Soldier Boy the very first day, and just the other day we used Juicy J. We're working with Daniel Moncada as well. You see him around in BC and in the chat. We also have partnered with a few YouTube influencers, including Up Next Crypto, which is Danny and
Aquila?
I think we might have lost a bit of audio, Akila.
Oh, have you lost me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Might want to restart that part again.
Did you hear the YouTube part?
We're up to
So something about
Up Next
or
Crypto.
something, and then
You were on
Yeah.
Up Next Crypto.
Okay, so Up Next Crypto, really influential in the YouTube space for crypto signals, and it's composed of Danny and Kian, and they're both Miami based, I believe, and they did an awesome video on Cocktail. So did Radies. He is Canada based, and then we're also working with Lance Stewart, who is also our biggest whale in the project. And with regards to other Twitter influencers, I've utilized a lot of different Twitter influencers, 15 plus, including big names like Inez, Bangar, Kryptonic, Travelad. And I've also done,
you cut out again.
Yeah, we lost audio.
You went on mute.
I don't know, it's muting me all the time. So we also use a vast variety of other Twitter influencers, and I've paid for I think 35 plus tweets and promotions from all the top influencers. And we also have an Instagram that we are running, and Mike on my team manages that with Billy. And we also experimented with an Instagram ad strategy this week as well, and we'll do a few more and I'll get into a bit more on that in a later slide. So we can go to the next slide, Miggy.
Okay, next slide, ready?
Yeah. So just a recap of some of our Twitter activity. As I mentioned, we worked with Lady Kryptonic and Crypto Profile, also known as the Wolf. And we did a CoinMarketCap contest, and we announced our ambassadorship with the Wolf. And then we also did the Juicy J tweet 2 days ago. And I chose Juicy J because he is very into investments and also getting into crypto. And his next album is called Crypto Business. So I thought it would be a good partnership. And we're still exploring what we can do with Juicy, and we might use him again as well for another ad or tweet. Next slide, Miggy.
Okay.
So I just listed some of our other high impact tweets, like the Soldier Boy tweet, the contests we did with Kryptoning. We got 2,600 retweets from that post. And then I use Bangar a lot. He's in Indonesia. And we also got over 8,000 impressions from his contest as well. Next slide, Mickey.
Okay.
And we also submitted our KYC to the official team of Snoop Dogg. And as you guys know, we've been talking to Snoop's team, and our discussions are still ongoing. He seems to be more interested in the NFT arm of the project that we're launching. So we'll share more details on that and with regards to how we're incorporating NFTs into the project. And Minion is also one of our whales in the project, also has a very active Twitter following, and he, posts about us frequently, and we really appreciate the support. So I thought I would drop one of his tweets. And we also did our first AMA this week with Blockcast Asia, which is the PR company that is owned by Andy Leon, and he's a big influencer in the crypto space and blockchain space in Asia. So that was in Singapore. And we're also doing some follow-up work with Blockcast, including some targeted PR strategies for China and Korea. Next slide.
Okay.
And these are just some other highlights. When we got listed on CMC, we held a contest and we got added to over 14,000 watch lists in 2 days. And I believe we're at over 20,000 now. And we also use TravelAd. He also has a Telegram channel and a Twitch channel. So we're doing something on his Twitch channel as well. And we constantly posted updates this week as we were reaching all-time highs and really making positive impacts on the chart. And we reached an all-time high, I think, of 6.4 million this week. Next slide.
Okay.
And what was also exciting is we announced 2 really exciting partnerships. So with partnerships like this with other tokens, this means that we will list them as a reward option on Cocktail. So our first one was with the Baby Dodge team, and I connected with their admin team, and they cascaded this to all of their network. We're still waiting to see what we can do with them officially with regards to perhaps a Twitter post. And yesterday, we also announced a really exciting partnership with the team at FibSwap, and Midnight Crypto, the head of their marketing, also came onto our VC last night to give you guys a little more information on FibSwap and their next steps and what they have planned. And this partnership was really brought to us through the community. There's 3 investors in our community that are also heavily invested in FibSwap, and Midnight Crypto is also invested into Cocktail as well. So we saw it as a great partnership. And basically, Fib Swap is going to be launching a swap on August 20th, which is going to be a bridge between all networks through the Ethereum and Binance networks. So you'll be able to swap out ETH tokens with Binance BEP20 tokens. And the price of FIBO tokens is probably going to get so high that the only way to afford to buy FIBO will be to buy Cocktail and set FIBO as your reward option. So we should see a really kind of synergistic effect, because FIBO was trading sideways about 2 weeks ago. And we're hoping that with this partnership, it leads to some positive impact on our chart, and we'll start to have the same escalated growth as they do. And we're also going to be doing an AMA with the FibSwap community, and with their investor network, we'll be presenting what Cocktail is. And Fib will also be coming to our Telegram to host an AMA, and we'll talk more about the partnership. Cocktail will also be one of the first tokens listed on FibSwap. So anyone can swap out an Ethereum-based token and buy Cocktail. So it's a really great partnership, and the whole team's really excited about it. Next slide. So I'll just get into our graphic and logo redesign. When we decided to partner with Crypto Wolf and other, high impact influencers, they had some feedback for us that our logo needed to be a little more sleeker, more polished, and the website needed to kind of be a little more design savvy. So we got right to work, and a bad teacher on our team really saved us and helped us and worked really hard this week on new graphics and the logo. And I think everyone has seen it, but I've included it in my presentation. So Mickey, you can go to the next slide. So our new logo has neon effects. It's very sleek and very simple. And we also did a complete overhaul graphically of the website. And next slide, I have a preview for you on the new dashboard. We've been working really hard on the new dash, but this new dashboard, it has sort of a front end coding component and a back end coding component. So the front end is all complete, and we're now waiting for the devs to integrate into the back end. Jesus will have more information on this, but this is what it looks like. It's more user friendly. You can have two options. You can either connect your wallet through MetaMask, or you can enter your wallet without connecting it. And it's just going to be a more simple experience for you guys to log into the dashboard and interact with your rewards. Next slide, Mickey. And also, what's really exciting and I wanted to share is I have reached out to different agencies and PR companies to help us with targeted and regional marketing support, because each region has different marketing techniques that work best for that area. And since we are all North American based, I don't know what works in the Middle East and in Africa and in Asia. So we definitely need to loop in agency support. So Crypto Cortez works with me on marketing, and he's reached out to the following agencies that are working with us. So Luna PR is based in Dubai. They were used by SafeMoon and Everrise, and we're working with them to come up with a Middle East focused strategy for the MENA region. And I want to have this in place over the next month, because we also do have plans to do a Burj Khalifa ad of Cocktail on the Burj Khalifa. And before we do that, we need to have sort of feet in the street and kind of spread the cocktail brand and awareness in the Middle East region before we go for a blockbuster ad like that. And Cortez has also been working with Lunar Crypto, and they are based in South Africa, and they're helping us with regional support for the African continent. And they're doing a package for us that includes PR, social posts, TikTok videos, different influencer engagement posts. And with Africa, the region, things are a little bit more different there. They use traditional marketing methods more so because it's difficult to access internet and WhatsApp sometimes over there. So they have a lot of news outlets and traditional media outlets. So we definitely need support in this area because we won't be able to effectively reach that audience without working with a partner in the area. And as I mentioned, we're also working with Blockcast Asia on a Asia focused strategy for Korea, China, and Singapore. And Andy reached out to me directly, and we're working with him. And we're doing a bespoke PR press kit for China and Korea, and that will include articles as well as a PR statement. Next slide, Mickey. And before we even launched, I think it was on day one, but before we even launched, 2 weeks before launch, we had written articles for Yahoo Finance, Business Insider, Market Daily, Crypto News, and we have the Blockcast PR press piece. But we had all of this aligned before we launched, so it was ready to go. Next slide, Mickey. So all of these press pieces, they're linked on our main website. So you'll be able to click directly on the website and access them. But this was something we wanted to have ready to go right before we launch because there's so much innovative technology in this project. So we wanted to give everyone a chance to read about it and learn more about Cocktail before we even hit PancakeSwap, basically. Next slide, Mickey. So I'll let Jesus take over here. This is where we will start with technical updates. Jesus, are you ready to take over and you can see the screen?
Oh yes, I'm here. How's
Okay.
everyone doing? Okay,
Really
so
good.
what we just did was we submitted an application for the Citric audit that should be available very, very soon. And we are going to do something very new that I would like to announce today. We are going to make NFTs. It might be coming soon. And it will be the first NFT in the Binance Smart Chain that will give you auto BNB rewards if you hold the NFTs. Okay? So the more NFTs that you hold, the more auto rewards you are going to get. And we'll also have some very limited and rare NFTs along with that. So if you hold the rare ones, you will get auto rewards as well. So we are trying to encourage people to hold more and buy more so that they get auto BNB rewards as they hold their NFTs. So far, all NFTs are just an art. You can only have your art with you, and it doesn't really give you anything, any value, unless you sell it at a higher price. But now what will happen is it will be a collectible that will help you generate a source of income. So the more NFTs that you'll hold, the more rewards you will get, and we will underline this with the cocktail token that we have. And one more thing that we are planning to enter. So as many of you have seen that we have a scoreboard bot in the Discord channel that we built, which keep tracks of your score and puts you in a higher tier of rewards if you the more you shill. So what we are going to implement, like in the upcoming dashboard, is some sort of a referral system. So you will get a referral link such that if you share that link and people clicks that link, you will get a higher score than you only being shilling in Discord. So in that way, it will be like you will be able to promote Cocktail in many different places, Twitter, Instagram, or wherever you want. You do not necessarily need to use the Discord to boost your rank and boost your score. And we will also have bot protection so that you cannot just click and increase your score. It wouldn't be like that. We will make sure that it's not doable, and we will increase the score accordingly. So we will have a referral system such that the more you promote cocktail in other places, not necessarily in the Discord, you'll be able to increase your score in that way you'll be able to get more bonus rewards as you are doing right now. So that's the upcoming technical things that we are planning to do. I'm happy to take any questions if you have them.
Jesus, there's more slides about the rewards.
No worries. Go on. If you could
Next slide.
give me
Okay.
the next slide, then I'll be happy to take questions. Go on.
You're good.
Okay, so uh, I believe I spoke about the NFTs and the referral codes. I believe it's the next slide, or I might be mistaken. Oh yeah, there we go. So right now, let me explain a little bit how the reward actually works. I mean, I was having a lot of questions who actually did not understand how it works. So the multiplier, the reward multiplier, is not necessarily based on your cocktail holdings. Okay, so if I say you have a 2x multiplier, that does not necessarily mean you will get 2x your rewards. It's not like that. So what we do is we give an extra reward in addition to what you are holding and what you have. Okay. So the extra amount, it really does not depend on what you are currently holding. Like you can hold 0 cocktail tokens, and if you just promote our token, you'll be receiving auto BNB rewards. There is nothing like this in the Binance Smart Chain right now. Not that I know of that will give you an income without even holding the tokens. So what we do is, if you promote our coin, we give you a offset, the dividend tracker offset that we call it. We give you some extra dividend tracker that will give you some auto BNB rewards. So the amount of extra tokens that we give you, so the multiplier is based on the amount of extra tokens that we give everyone. Okay. So let's say if somebody is in tier 1 is the lowest tier, and tier 1 you go, like you will be in tier 1 if you promote that promote the token, promote cocktail, and you are in the top 25 of our scoreboard. So what I do, I make some calculations based on the rewards pool, based on the market cap, based on the volume, and I give some extra tokens, extra dividend tracker, not tokens, sorry. I give some extra dividend tracker to the tier 1 people. Okay. And if you're in tier 4, I give you 16 times more than what I give to tier 1. Okay. So this multiplier depends on what tier 1 receives. So the bonus amount that tier 1 will receive, the tier 4 people will receive 16x more. And your tiers actually add up. So we have 3 different scoreboards that we reset every day. I wouldn't say reset, that we actually makes every day, and the old one actually gets stored and gets added. So we have 3 scoreboard. One of them is the current day scoreboard. The other one is the previous day scoreboard, and the other scoreboard is the overall scoreboard. So we take these 3 scoreboards and we take the top 25 people of each of these 3 scoreboard, and then I select the tiers based on their ranking. So the first 5 is in tier 4, the next 5 is in tier 3, and so on and so forth. So I give some extra dividend tracker for bonus rewards in addition to what they have to tier 1 people, and I give 16x more to people who are in tier 4. So what I try to do is the people who receive 16x, I mean the people who, like let's say somebody is in tier 4 in 3 different scoreboards. There's only 2 people like that right now in the Discord. So what I do is that 3 tier 4s will be added together. That means you will get 16x 3 times. That is 48. So the highest that you can receive is 40x times somebody who is only in tier 1 once. And that amount I found out to be approximately 3 BNB over 2 days. So that's a significant amount just by shilling. You do not have to do anything else. The more you promote, the more you can earn. And it's a significant amount that people are very happy with.
So Jesus, I have your calculation in the next few slides. So Miggy, you can go to the next slide.
I could go to that, but I want to say something more about the scoreboard that you might not be aware of. That if anybody is found to use a different wallet, like if they try to use a multiple wallet, you will not be counted. So you can keep shilling as much as you want, but as soon as you put another wallet in, your entire score gets reset, and you have to start all over again. So only one wallet allowed, and you cannot game the bot to try to use multiple wallets. Either you will get banned or shadow banned. By shadow ban, that means you can shield whatever you want, but your score will not be counted. And there are several people who try to game the bot, but it's very difficult to do that in our server. And one more thing, you cannot upload an image that was uploaded before. Okay, so all your images has to be unique, and not only that, that image has to be like, if somebody uses an image of somebody else, that will also not be counted. So I store all the images in my database and I compare each upload. So that's why it takes a little bit of time to compare that. That's why you see that lag. But if you see your score popping up in red, that means that image was uploaded before. So even if you try to blur it, it wouldn't work. I have some like very technical comparisons implemented such that it will not even work if you try to rotate or blur it. And if you try to game the system, there are obviously mods will always like moderate the scoreboards. So that's how it works. Like you cannot you upload an image that was uploaded before by you or anyone else, and you cannot use another wallet or your score will be reset. So I explained the reward tiers that everybody can see in the slides. So I explained it before. The thing is to get rewards, as long as you are in the top 25 in the snapshot that I take every day, you will receive your rewards. And the rewards will last only for 2 days. Okay. So over that 2 days, you'll be automatically paid. You do not need to do anything else. Like, do not listen to anybody in the Discord saying they're from Cocktail customer support. Do not do that unless I or some of the other moderators or admins tell that. So it will be automatically given to you. You do not need to do anything. As long as you are in the top 25 of the scoreboard, I will set the bonus tiers personally myself to everyone. So you just have to be above rank 25. But what happens if you are below rank 25, if you're in rank 26 or lower, you will not get your auto bonus that we give it to you, but you will still receive your auto rewards if you hold a sufficient amount of cocktail tokens. So right now we have set it to 25,000 cocktail tokens. As long as you have 25,000 cocktail tokens with you, you will be auto rewarded. But if you shield, if you're in the scoreboard, you will get an additional bonus in addition to what you are currently receiving. So that's how the tier system works. And the highest you can get is 48x by being in tier 4 in all 3 scoreboards. And that's why we have the competition always going on. People are trying to shield everywhere. I want to share a very interesting fact. Sometimes I tell everyone to shield in several other Discord servers like WSB, Penny Stocks, Cryptocurrency, and maybe the r/politics Discord server. WSB actually blacklisted the word cocktail as we were shilling it so hard in their server. So that's something very interesting that happened. But there were people from other Discord, like the official cryptocurrency server, they actually came in our server to buy cocktail, and that was really fun. So if you could go to the next slide, if there is another.
Okay, what portion are you going to be explaining? Because I'm at the reward tiers where it says if you're in the top 25. The next one is going to
There's
be.
another
So
slide.
as I said,
It's the next slide after this, Miggy.
okay, yeah.
I think it's the technical details. Is that correct?
Okay, yeah,
No,
that's fine. This is fine.
rewards
The reward
tiers.
price. I'm explaining. It's fine. You keep it in the slide. I will explain. So many of you have noticed that as you can get auto BNB rewards, you can not only get auto BNB rewards, you can actually go to our dashboard and you can actually choose what currency that you want to be rewarded with. Okay, so you can be rewarded with SafeMoon that we did very new. You can be auto rewarded with Baby Dogecoin and several other coins. There is one technical thing that I would like to share. You could actually go to BSC scan and set any token that you want to be rewarded with him. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be our dashboard. Our dashboard only promotes the tokens that we are trying to encourage people to hold, people to be rewarded with. There are BNB and mainly BNB and BUSD. BUSD is stable 1-to-1 with the US dollar, and BNB is the Binance coin that everybody trades with, which will take over the world, I hope. And we have SafeMoon and Baby Doge and some other coins which are pegged. For instance, you will be able to be auto rewarded with the Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. But the thing is, since Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and these other coins are in the Ethereum blockchain, Bitcoin is in its own Bitcoin blockchain, you will actually get the pegged version that is in the Binance Smart Chain. So it's the pegged coin, not necessarily the real one. If you want the real one, what you can do is you can use this pegged coin transfer it over to Binance, and then change it back to the real one. That's how to do it, like if you want to do. But there is Fibo swap coming up very soon. We might be able to integrate that such that you will actually be able to get the real tokens as rewards, not necessarily the pegged coin itself. So that's why we're trying to have a partnership with them and see if we can bring that technology on board. So if you could move on to the next slide, that would be good.
Is it like a 5-second delay?
Oh,
Like a,
no, it's done.
yeah.
I'll be here. Okay, so we're all right. So these are the technical details. Let me think if we're actually doing anything. Oh yeah, there we go. So as you can see, like an example shown over here, and I would like to reiterate this, that the amount of bonus, the multiplier that you get, is not necessarily the multiple of the tokens that you have. It's a multiple of the bonus that we give. So the example that I said over here is actually very close to what it is right now. So tier one generally receives, like if you're in tier one only once in one of the three scoreboards, so over 4 days, you will generally receive 0.1 BNB. So whatever your final multiplier is, you just have to multiply this number with your multiplier, and that will determine the approximate value of BNB that you will receive in 2 days. Okay. So I found that if you are 48x, the highest that you can receive, that will be approximately like a 3 to 4 BNB, like a little more than that, like about 2 to 4. It really depends on the market cap, volume, and all top of things. But I saw that on average, it's around 3 BNB over 2 days if you are able to achieve 48x, and that is only possible if you are in tier 4 in all the 3 scoreboards.
Okay, I think that was a last slide that we have. Let's see.
Awesome. I'm
There's
happy
one
to
more
take
slide.
any.
There's one more slide.
Oh,
Okay,
the last one.
let's go on to the next one. I see a question over here. Somebody said, will each NFT release be limited to one per wallet? That's a very good question. We actually are discussing, should we do that? Should we have a wallet limit or should we not? So it is still in discussion. We actually do not know if we should do that. If the community thinks that it's a good idea, maybe we will. And if the community thinks that we shouldn't have that limit, maybe we will do that too. So right now we do not have an answer for that. Okay. So I have another question. The dashboard is Jesus's brainchild. That's really interesting. Okay. So over here, the final slide is what summarizes everything. That is, the more you shield, the more you promote Cocktail, the more rewards you will get. And you do not necessarily have to hold Cocktail tokens. You just have to promote Cocktail to receive your rewards. So I would conclude on that line, and I'm happy to take other questions if anybody has any.
Yeah, we can take some questions from the Telegram VC. I see a few people with their hands up. So we'll start taking questions one by one, and we'll probably take a few. So Otto, do you have a question? You can go ahead.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
I was interested, are there any updates concerning partnership with Snoop Dogg or his crew?
Yeah, we're
So that is
still
a
talking
question
to
for
them.
Akila. She might be able to answer that better.
Yes, we're still talking to his team. And he seems to be more interested in the NFTs that we're launching. So the partnership may look different, but we'll share updates as they come along. And at this time, I'm opening up partnership discussions with people outside of Snoop Dogg, just because I want to make sure that the money that we spend on a big influencer is worth the impact, because sometimes they have really stringent requirements that doesn't really necessarily fit the brand, and I want to make sure that whatever we put out there is beneficial for both parties. So at this time, we're going to be talking to other influencers as well, but Snoop Dogg discussions are still ongoing.
I'm happy to take technical questions. It's a technical AMA, so you can actually ask me any questions about coding or anything else. Hello. So sorry, I think I was on mute. So I was saying that I'm happy to take any technical questions, maybe related to the code, maybe related to the dev side of things that people are usually unaware of.
Looks like we got some real estates. He had his hand raised. The real
Yes,
estates.
I just wanted I just wanted to ask in terms of marketing. I know you guys just said the Snoop Dogg things. Is there anything else upcoming in the near future other than influencers?
So if you were listening to the whole presentation, you would kind of have a better idea. I'm not sure when you arrived, but we just summarized all the marketing activity to date and the partnerships that we have with Baby Josh and the Fib Swap team. And we just applied for CERTIC. So there will be a lot of catalysts upcoming. And in terms of marketing, we're hoping to do cross collaborative projects with the tokens that we list as reward options. We'll also have Asia focused marketing and press releases in China and Korea and Singapore. We have things planned in the Middle East and an ad on the Burj Khalifa, and we have regular influencer campaigns running. And in terms of that blockbuster superstar, we're still looking for the right fit, and we're talking to several parties. We're talking to Snoop Dogg, Little Baby. We put out a feeler for Lil Wayne. We put out a feeler for Bad Bunny. Like we have agent connections in Los Angeles, so I kind of put out a massive feeler with two of my contacts, and we'll see really who is the best partner and the best choice for Cocktail and our long-term vision and the best choice for the project.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, is there any other questions? Anybody want to? All you got to do is click the raise hand button. We'll get to you.
What's up, guys?
Defeatus has a question. Go ahead, Defeatus.
Hey guys, how are we doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. So I had a question for.
Oh, where did he go? Sorry,
I
I'm
got
not sure
muted.
what happened.
So a question for Jesus.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So in terms of the back end, I see that there's going to be like a little thing that's going to tell us what tier we're in. Is that going to be based off of the combination of X,
Yes.
Y, and
So
Z?
yes, that I'll explain a little bit better. So right now you're not actually able to see your tier in the dashboard. So we are actually making a new dashboard so that you'll be able to see your multiplier and your tiers. So it will be much easier. So what I do currently is when I take the snapshots and I give everybody their bonus, I send the transaction hash and all the multipliers in a spreadsheet and upload it in the Discord for everybody to view. So I'm kind of doing it manually right now, and you'll be able to see that in the dashboard very, very soon. So you were saying that the tier will be a combination of XYZ. So yes, if you go to the announcements, it's pretty much like this. Let's say you are in tier 1 in the today's scoreboard. Let's say you were in tier 1. That means it is 1x. Let's say you are in tier 2 in tomorrow's yesterday's dashboard, which is 4x. And let's say your overall scoreboard, you are in tier 4. You're like the best of the best. Okay. And you took a break for 2 days. You were the best of the best. You took a break for 2 days and you came back today. That's why you were in tier 1 and you were in tier 2 and you were in tier 4. So tier 1 is 1x, tier 2 is 4x, and tier 4 is 16x. So when I give the multiplier, I will add all these numbers, which is 16 plus 4 plus 1, which is 21. So your overall multiplier will be 21x. So you can view this when I upload that, and I'll share that. I always share the transaction hash for everybody to view. But when we have the new dashboard ready, you'll be able to view that in the dashboard yourself. so that you do not have to manually check it.
And do you have to manually actually go in and put in the multipliers there, or will it be automated now?
Please repeat that. I couldn't hear you.
Would you have to still manually put in the multiplier, or would it be automated now?
Oh, that I can actually make a script to do that. I haven't done so yet. I'm doing like a lot of back end work. So once we have the dashboard ready, I'm planning to automate the system such that at every like 2 days, that will be automatically sent to you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
So our next question is from Fuzzy. You can go ahead.
Yeah, I figured I would ask now, or because I was just waiting for the new dashboard to be updated, but because I've never been able to actually connect my wallet thus far, and I've just been happy getting B&B back, so I don't really care. But it's just I use the D. I'm just
So,
wondering if I'm hoping.
do you want to change your rewards? Like if the dashboard is not working, if you don't want to wait, there's another way to do that. What you need to do is you need to go to BSC scan. Like if you go to our chart in KuCoin and you click on contract in the left, so there will be cocktail contract in the left. Click that, and then you go to write contract. Go to cocktail contract. I'm going there as I speak. So you click on contract. You click on write contract in BSC scan. You have to connect your wallet with BSC scan. So the dashboard is essentially calling these functions in BSC scan in the backend. That is what the dashboard is, with a really nice graphic. You don't have to so that you don't have to manually do it from here. So connect your wallet to BSC scan, and if you want to change your rewards, that is a function number. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll just find that function number for you. Give me 1 second. Okay, so that is function number 4. So if you go to write contract function number 4, you'll be able to see something called change user custom token. Okay, so you connect your wallet to BSC scan. You enter your wallet address. You enter the token that you want to be auto rewarded in. It can be any token of your choice. Okay. So you call function number 4, and you'll be automatically rewarded in your token of choice.
Okay. Yeah, that by the way, that is a really cool thing that anyone who you can just choose your own thing if you don't want to use whatever.
Yeah, that actually me and another dev, the main dev, we actually put that in together. Like this is the only contract that allows you to be rewarded with any token of your choice, and we are having a list of recommended tokens in our dashboard.
It's such a good idea. It gets people who want easily, or who are noobs at it, or people who are like, yeah, I can go in and change the code. You know, it gets it's a cocktail of people. It's really, really very cool. But I was just curious, like if the new dashboard will be more slightly, I guess, what's the word, user friendly for certain apps or certain things.
It will be completely different to what it is right now.
Copy that. I just didn't. And is there any kind of time frame? I didn't. Not that I care. I was just curious.
The time frame is I hope to have it done yesterday. That's still not done. We hope to do it within the next 2 days. Hopefully, it should be done. Like even I am waiting for the timeline myself.
Okay. No big deal. I just out of mere curiosity, because today was the only thing I've actually wanted to change it because I wanted to get some of that fib.
But you should be able to change it through BSC contract. There is one technical thing that you have to do before you use function number 4. The token that you are interested in, it has to be the checksum address. So if you want to know what the checksum address is, you can message one of the admins. They will tell you. I'll give you a website so that you can enter the token that you want. It will give you the checksum address, and then you have to put it in. It's a little bit technical. It's not necessarily you can collect your wallet and put the addresses in. There is we put some extra steps so that you have to be really technically advanced to know what you're doing.
Right.
So
Which
if you really need to do that, message one of the admins, or I will DM you and I'll let you know.
No, I mean, that's why I was wondering if you're thinking it's only going to be a few days, then I can wait too. It's not that big a deal. I love me some B&B. So
it should be done within the next 2 days.
Yeah. No, it's all good. You guys are fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Okay, we'll take a couple of more questions.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey guys, Shooter here.
Hey, Shooter.
Real quick, just to touch on that guy. Yeah, before we had the official partnership with Fib, some of us, the ones that brought it to the team's attention, was using the BSC right feature to get Fib, and then obviously we wanted to present it to you guys. So that feature does work. But my question was, and I think I asked it yesterday, I may have missed it because it was texting and I was busy. Has there been word yet on the coins we've been officially partnering with, like Baby Doge and now Fib, where if we choose them as rewards, we won't be taxed on them?
So we haven't got that far in these discussions, but when I speak to the Fib team again, I'm going to bring that up because we're doing a team buy today and they offered us no tax on our team buy. So I'm going to also ask that there's no tax on the rewards transactions. And with Baby Dodge, when I asked, they were supposed to get back to me and I haven't heard back on that.
How do we get a part of that team buy, or is there a certain time frame, or do we all just lump in, or how does that work? Because I was thinking about doing some of that today, or with whatever reward.
It's just for the cocktail team.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. No, I didn't know if it meant like the whole, but now I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the Fib team offered the cocktail team a group buy-in with no tax. So right after the AMA, actually, we're doing our group buy-in with no tax.
That makes more sense. I was thinking more just anyone, but you're right. Group. Yeah, I got you. No, it's cool. I actually got some today with the B&B rewards. There's I was like, oh, this is cool. Yeah, it's a new like us too, like cocktail.
Yeah, and I spoke to their head of marketing, and he was saying that Fib was trading sideways for 2 weeks, and then it just exploded, and everything that they did, it kind of takes a couple of weeks to set in and make an impression, and that they'll also help us get noticed on their platform and with their investor network. So there's lots of catalysts upcoming for cocktail, lots of exciting things. So we hope everyone stays with us and enjoys the journey.
Yeah, I don't think I ever plan on selling a single cocktail token. I mean, maybe when it hits $4, we'll see. But until then,
you should definitely hold, because when we have the NFTs lined up, you have to hold a certain amount of cocktail tokens in order to mint them.
Oh, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, he's a whale. So we'll take a couple more questions, and then that will be it for our first Sunday AMA, and you can catch us next Sunday at the same time. And we'll have our other dev with us next Sunday, Jungle, so you can ask him more technical questions for Jesus. But we're here for a few more minutes. There is an announcement that I did want to address. For those that were asking where Abe is, also known as Aaron, on our team. So Aaron is a great guy, very busy though, and he has a lot of other projects on the go. So we decided as a team that it would be best for him to sort of step down from a leadership role on this project, so he could focus on executing other projects. But he's still an investor and still going to work with us in a consulting capacity. And, he's connected me with all of his contacts for celebrity endorsements and still helping me behind the scenes, but his main focus is other things. So if there were any questions on that, I can accept a few.
Yeah, he's working on another coin. Is there a pre-buy for that?
I'm not sure. I think his next project is a few weeks away. It's NFT related, and I think he's just laying out the groundwork, and that's more of his passion. So yeah, we are very excited for him.
Very cool. What's so cool about this whole thing is that it's this team of people who are actively going after stuff. It's fun to see. It's like you guys are really cool. Anything you guys are after is worth looking at. Fantastic.
Thanks.
Hi, I have a question regards to
Sorry,
the.
Go ahead.
Hi. I have a question in regards to the buyback function
Yeah.
of the smart contract. It's supposed to be automatic or running, or is it supposed to be activated by you guys?
I'll let Jesus answer that one.
Could you please repeat the question one more time? I apologize.
Okay, because I realized there's a buyback function, right?
Oh, the buyback.
Uh,
Okay. So the
yeah,
buyback,
yeah.
so for the buyback, what we do, we actually manually do it when we feel like there is a good time to buy back. So we have a buyback wallet which we manually activate. But however, we are actually writing a script such that it will automatically detect when to buy back, and we will implement a nice algorithm to do the buyback so that you do not buy back all at once. So we are actually working on a script to automate that process. But as of now, we do the buyback manually when we feel like it's the right time to do so.
Okay, nice to hear that there are improvements on this to maybe protect the price. Yeah, thanks.
Anytime.
So I'll take one more question. Buddha, you don't have any questions for me?
I did, well, if no one else has it, I have a quick question of what would it be prudent or interesting or worthwhile to be ever in contact with, I don't know, Smirnoff or Sky or Grey Goose or you name it, uh, you know, Jose Cuervo, whatever, any of these different cocktails, ingredients in real life.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? You know?
We're looking into that as well. We're working with a mixologist who actually is a crypto investor to do some videos, and yeah, we're looking at partnering with an alcohol brand. So
That's such a good idea.
yeah,
And he could each mixture could be a different mixture. They could have a weekly video of different cocktails and then cocktail. That's a really good idea.
yeah, there's lots of cool things we can do. Okay, if there's not any other questions, we'll wrap up this AMA. Thanks everybody for joining us. Again, the whole team, our DMs are always open for questions, and we'll see you guys back on YouTube and Telegram next Sunday, and we'll have the same format every Sunday for marketing and technical updates.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks.
That was the Cocktail AMA every Sunday.
See you guys later.
Bye.